Hey guys, it's Daniel from Walker.
Hi, Bruce from Walker as well.
Hey, with the introduction of the new Kohler Pro 300-hour extended life synthetic oil, we want to do a pretty basic oil change process video for you. I mean, I know this is pretty basic and a lot of you guys probably do this already, but it's always good to just kind of see how other people do it, hear tips, reminders, all that kind of stuff. As always, make sure you refer to your operator's manual for your specific machine. That way you can find out if there's any specific steps for your engine. Also, you can reference like the part numbers for the oil, the filter, your crankcase, capacity, all that kind of stuff. But with that said, let's dive in.
Let's do it.
Cool. All right, so as we get started, you want to make sure that you park your mower on a flat and level surface. Also, the engine should be warm, either from previous operation or allowing it to idle for a few minutes in an open space. This allows the oil to flow nice and easily once we drain it. And then you want to wipe off any area around your dipstick, around your fill area, and around your filter. You don't want any debris getting into the system. So make sure you wipe it off nice and well. And then we're going to remove the dipstick. This will just allow oil to flow easily as we drain it. All right, so next you're going to locate your drain valve or your drain plug. Check on your engines. Some of our engines have plugs, some have valves. You're going to want to open that all the way and allow the engine oil to flow out. It could take a few minutes, so make sure you give it plenty of time until it's completely stopped dripping and draining. All right, so next we're going to remove the oil filter, and in preparation for that we want to wipe off the area around the filter. So we just want to make sure that there's no debris or grass or anything that's going to be able to get into that area. So just wipe it nice and clean. And make sure your drain pan is underneath the area where the filter connects to the engines to catch the little drips that come there. And then we're going to loosen the filter and remove it. A filter wrench really helps here. If you kind of get that first seal broken, then you can usually loosen it by hand from there. So after the old filter is off, you want to make sure you wipe around the filter connection where it touches the engine. You just want to make sure that any old oil, the surface area is nice and clean, ready for the new filter. All right, once you get your new filter ready, one thing that's good to do is to apply a thin layer of oil to the gasket, the rubber gasket that's on the filter. This will allow it to make a nice good seal to the engine when you apply it. So as you're tightening the new filter, tighten it clockwise until the rubber gasket contacts the sealing surface on the engine, and then you want to tighten it an additional 3/4 to 1 turn by hand. All right, once your new oil filter is completely installed, you want to go ahead and close your drain plug or your drain valve. So go ahead and do this with a wrench. Tighten it until it's snug, but you don't want to over tighten this. So just tighten it until it's snug. Okay, now that our filter is reinstalled and our valve, our plug is closed, you can go ahead and reinsert the dipstick. Now we're ready to fill the engine with new oil. So again, you want to make sure the area is clean, but then you can open up your fill cap. A funnel always comes in really handy here. It just kind of keeps everything clean and prevents anything from getting down into the engine. And then you want to refill. So make sure you refer to your owner's manual here again. Again, we're using the 300-hour extended life synthetic oil from Kohler, but your manual will kind of give you information on the other options, the conventional oil, and also the capacity of your engine.
Be sure to fill slow so that you don't run out over top between the funnel and the valve cover. As you get near the end of the 2 quarts, it's always good to stop and pull the dipstick and check the oil level, just in case there was some residual oil still in the bottom of the case.
Right, you want to fill up to, but not above the F mark on the dipstick. It is important not to go over. I mean, if you go over, you do run the risk of causing your engine to overheat, lose power, or even damage the engine. So you don't want to overfill your engine oil.
See that we're just about to the full level.
Perfect. So once the oil's all filled, go ahead and remove the funnel and you can reseal the fill cap. So as your final step, you want to allow the engine to run for just a minute or two and check around the oil filter, make sure there's no leaks. And then finally, check the fill again from the dipstick. This way, once the oil is cycled through the engine and the filter, you'll get a sense for whether you need to top off with any more oil. If the oil level is a little low in the hatched mark, go ahead and top off the engine with a little bit more oil. And recheck again, ensuring not to fill above the full mark on the dipstick. All right, there we go, Bruce. Pretty straightforward.
Yep.
Hey, so as always, make sure you refer to your operator's manual for all the specific details on your engine for the oil change process, but then also specs about the oil, the capacities, all that kind of stuff. And you can always just check walker.com. That way you can download manuals and see more information on the Kohler Extended Life 300-hour oil, right?
You bet.
Cool. Well, thanks for joining us. Thanks for doing that, Bruce.
Oh, right. Glad to help.
We'll see you guys next time.
All right. Have a good day.